Hi everyone, welcome back to SGDA Summit for day 3. And we've unfortunately reached day 3 for the summit for this year. We enjoyed hosting this event, and it's bittersweet that it's coming to an end today. Just to give a very brief recap of what happened yesterday, as you can see on the schedule, we had Student Showcase C, which was Refresh and LeBlanc. We had Student Showcase D, which was Neon Navigator and Never Home Hall of Apathy. And we had Student Showcase Block E, which was Astral Onslaught, Walby, and Parsy's Parcels. They were extremely fun. Unfortunately, due to obviously we had some technical issues, and so I don't think they were completely representative of the gameplay. So I would definitely check them out. You can download them in the itch links that I think the developers have provided, and we'll also make sure to publish the total student games showcase lineup in the near future. We'd also like to thank the art panel, writing and narrative design panel, and engineering panel. It was very informative, and obviously, having developers is always a fun time. We also would like to thank Katie Mallon for the micro talk and representation of women in games. It was a very last minute sort of arrangement that we came to, so we thank her for her participation. Um, and yeah, we'd like to thank everyone for Student Game Showcase, for our panelists, for obviously our host here from SGDA, our officers, and our volunteer moderators. We saw a lot of really cool games, and we learned we learned a lot from our speakers. Um, we just a reminder, it was recorded, and so once we've edited the videos, we'll post it up on our YouTube. Unfortunately, due to Twitch restrictions, we can't really post it there, but will be available on our YouTube. Just to remind everyone who's here for the summit today on SGDA side, I'm Jason, the president of SGDA. Here on our left here, or Discord's a little bit weird. On the left is Megna, our marketing lead. We have Anuj, who is our webmaster and helps us a lot during the summit. We have Nicolette, our events lead, and she's been doing a lot for us this year for the summit. And we'd also like to thank the SGA members who weren't able to make it for the live summit this year, but we'll likely see them later on during the summit. So actually, Martin, who is our summit lead and outreach, I think is our game design panel moderator. So look out for Martin for that panel. We'd also again like to thank Eric, who is our public relations officer, Richard, who is also our public relations officer, and Jevin, who is our public relations officer alumnus, who has helped us a lot to secure some of our speakers for the summit.
And I'd just like to remind you guys that you can find the full schedule with the specific times in our Discord under schedule in the text channel. We also updated it since well, I'll let you know about that in a second, but it's updated. But today we'll have the weapon art micro talk right after this, and then the audio and sound design fireside chat, the game design panel, and we'll also have Student Showcase F with Planetary Delights, Planetary Pursuits, and Volatile. And our last showcase will be Showcase G with Jog in the Fog and Curse of the Corsair. We also have our art show, the Summit Vertex, streamed near the end, and with both 3D and 2D art submitted by students. Me and Megna will be going around looking at the different art that you guys made. And then we'll have closing ceremonies where we will announce the grant winner or winners. So definitely check out that. And there will be a few breaks today, which you can find on that schedule. And I wanted to remind you guys that we are taking donations to help us fund another mini grant. We already have one ready to go, but if we get more donations, it can help us fund more mini grants to award more showcase games, as well as the ones for next year. And I'd like to warn you that there could be technical issues, so please be patient if they occur, but we will do what we can to fix them quickly. It is also possible that a speaker or two are unable to speak, so we might cancel or adjust events accordingly, and we wanted to make you all aware of that.
So this is kind of some updates since, as Nicolette mentioned, the schedule has been updated. So we mentioned this on the first day of the summit, but we did have to ended up canceling the QA panel, which happens right after the micro talk. We mentioned this during the first day, but we just wanted to kind of wait till Sunday since it's one of the later panels. But unfortunately, due to scheduling, it just didn't work out. And as for audio and sound design panel, it has been turned into a fireside chat with Amaryl and Zeta. It's still happening. Don't worry about that. But just to let you know, it'll be hosted by Anuj and possibly me as well. And as a reminder, we mentioned this also on Friday for the game design talk in particular and panel. We've been asked not to record the panel by some of the companies of the participants in the talk. This is something that's outside the guest speaker's control, and SGDA respects their company's wishes and will not be recording the game design talk. So this is the only panel that we're not going to be recording, and everything else will be recorded. And also just to clarify that it's still happening, so it's just not going to be like recorded and put up on our YouTube. Yeah.
Some things we've said for the past couple of days, but we want to repeat it just to make sure, for anybody who missed it. Thank you again for all the speakers for their patience and participation. We are running on a really small crew, as you can see, and if you compare it to last year. We really appreciate your understanding in terms of timings for getting links and information, as well as receiving links and information. We're also thankful to speakers who couldn't make it, but were able to reach out to us. That really helps us with planning and making sure that we are aware of how things are going behind the scenes. Thank you to Showcase developers for their super quick responses. It's been a pleasure working with the Showcase developers once again. And it's every year. They just keeps on getting more and more difficult to choose who gets the mini grant. And that is a testament to just how incredible all these student games are. Check them out if you haven't. And yeah, we are relieved that the summit has gone smoothly, and thank everybody for bearing with us during the technical difficulties. We're very lucky to be able to host this event, and we're very lucky to have viewers who are interested in want to watch it. So thank you all for the support. Without you all, this wouldn't be possible at all. The mini grant recipient will be announced today during the closing ceremony, or recipients if we pending donations. We will later post it to the Discord and get into contact with the developers so that we can make the mini grant delivery as smooth as possible. We're very excited to begin, starting at 11 a.m. with the Weapon Art Micro Talk from Just Virgos. And if there are any questions in chat, feel free to ask them. There'll be moderators on the chat to make sure things are going smoothly. And yeah, hope you all enjoyed this last day of the SGDA 2023 Summit.
Thank you.
We'll see y'all later.